Hi Pickles, it's Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. And on some of my most favorite websites, I've been seeing people giving up on their food plans and changing things up. And, whoops, I better, it's like the little old lady driving, right? I'm sinking and shrinking. If my belly was shrinking, I'd like that. Anyway, it's 2 days before Thanksgiving. It's Tuesday. And let's not get all stressed out about food and change up things that have been beneficial to us for the last whatever. The change up and the flip-flopping is clearly, it's stressful to your body, and it's going to be stressful enough in 2 days, especially if there's family involved or places you have to travel to or weather concerns, all that different stuff. So take care of yourselves as you get to these last couple of days. Most of us females in the United States have a lot of things going on in our head, whether it's traveling and coordinating that, whether it's, making what you have to make, whether it's cleaning and cooking at your house because you'll be entertaining. We put so much onto ourselves this time of year. And even delegating has its hindrances, as some of you may have learned along the way. And so I'm begging of you to just don't get too stressed out. Don't change up your food plan. If you're having a difficult time, just kind of surrender into it and know that abstinence and eating your clean version of your program before a stressful event is going to be good for you. It will keep you contained and centered and safe. I don't want to see any of you coming out of the next 5 or 6 days with a significant growth on the scale. I don't want to see a gain, and I don't want to gain. And I know that covering your bases, some people give in and have just whatever they want from start to finish on Thanksgiving. The trouble comes when it ekes over, either starting the night before. A lot of people have traditional things like Chinese food or pizza, things like that are takeout that don't get in the way of any of the dinner preparations that could be already started and cooking in the oven. And so be good to yourselves. And if you were having those sort of things, maybe you shouldn't have those sort of things. Maybe that's the kickoff to binging and just overdoing. And if you overdo on Wednesday, the night before, and then you get to Thursday and you overdo, then you get into that zone. And I don't want to see, we have a real long season ahead of us. And some people maybe could just have that meal and be done with it and move on with their lives. For somebody like me, all I know is that the sugar that's used in a pie, even if I only had the insides, I didn't have the crust, and I had the insides with like a dollop of whipped cream on it, it could still be a trigger for me. It could be a visual trigger that lights up my brain because I'm a sugar addict, I'm a carb addict, and then I move on to like tucking it away, and then it really gets into my system, and all of a sudden, that sugar is the gateway drug. I've always said that. And who knows what happens after. And I want to see you guys safe. So if you're going to be doing carb overload, seeing if you can be as abstinent as you can leading up to the day will just benefit you so much. I talk about the emotional part, the mental part of this food issue. For some of us, we're card-carrying addicts. We know why we are. We learned how we are. We know how we operate. It's not healthy. We know our triggers, our downfalls, our caves, and this could be a very big one. And it could have its kickoff Wednesday, and then you can just keep on going. And I don't want to see that happen because nobody wants to come back. Talking about messy Mondays, nobody wants to come back on Monday and say, oops, this wasn't good. So today is Tuesday. Just be safe, be secure. Message me on Facebook or YouTube if you need to. Find a friend that identifies with you with this issue. Just stay safe for the next few days because it's not going to be worth it if you let all of your hard work leading up to the day or days go. You know you've done that hard work, and that fear of missing out will be on Monday, coming back in after having a food fest. How about the fear of missing out is with us here, doing everything we can to stay abstinent through these next few very triggering, very, very potentially caving in days. So stay safe, stay within your program track, have water. Just know that you want to be really true to yourself and not have the dangers that can happen. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. I'm right there with all of you. Trust me, this is no easy feat with the feast. Have a good day. Bye-bye for now.